Hi there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne and I am the home bartender. So today I am talking gin, but specifically a tropical style gin that's just for Tiki. Well, maybe it's not just for Tiki, but that's what I'm using it for today. So I'm lucky enough to have some really great subscribers, and one of those is my good friend Matt. He is on Instagram at Iceman Can't Cook. Don't let that fool you at all because I know he can cook. He and his wife Sparkle are very, very sweet people. Sparkle told him that he could send me some gin. He was very generous enough to buy it and ship it to me and gift me this bottle right here. It's the Revivalist Botanical Gin. It's bottled and distilled by the Brandywine Branch Distillers in Elverson, Pennsylvania. And I'm really excited to try it with you today and give you some tasting notes. I'm going to use it in a Tradewinds, but it's not the 1970s typical Tiki Tradewinds cocktail that you may have heard of or that you're used to. So from here on out, I'm going to go ahead and call this cocktail Gin on the Wind. Because the focus of the cocktail is on the gin, I just thought it would be a little bit easier. So I'm going to try this for you now and give you some tasting notes. This is the Gin on the Wind. Ooh, that is really, really, really interesting. You have the classic sort of Tiki usual suspects here like Orgeat, Falernum, and lime. You really get the island spice from the velvet Falernum, and the lime really makes that all pop, but it's a really rounding out the drink nicely. But what I was going to say is this gin is so interesting. It definitely kind of has like a little banana funk. And I really get that. I get a little bit of orange in there as well, and I don't know if that orange that I'm tasting is coming from the Orgeat that I'm going to use or from the gin, but I do get that a little bit in the background. It's kind of got an island spice vibe for sure. And again, I'm not sure if I'm getting that spice from the Falernum or from the gin, but it's really, really nicely there and present. I'm super, super impressed with this gin. It's very interesting. I'm going to go over the ingredients with you and talk a bit more about this gin coming up next. So a few things before I mix today's cocktail. I wanted to put the focus on this gin that I was gifted here. It's from Revivalist Gin, and it's their tropical expression version. It's made from classic gin spices, plus pineapple, allspice, banana, and I think orange peel. I think I got them all in there. They have a super impressive list of awards on their website, and lots of interesting gins. There's a little tag on the bottleneck that talks about it. I'll put the link to their website in the description box below. When I tasted that gin on its own, or neat, it's actually really smooth. It's got a mild banana funk like a Jamaican rum might have. I do get the crispness of the pineapple that they're using. It's just a really very unique gin. When you do smell it, like when you open the bottle, it smells like banana funk, and you get really nice tropical vibes actually. A quick explanation about the cocktail I'm using it in today. Like I said, I wanted to focus on that gin today, but I came across a cocktail on the Modern Tiki website, and they called the cocktail a Tradewinds. But I changed the name because I just didn't want to confuse you. I hope this isn't confusing, but it's not made with rum, and it's closer to a Mai Tai spectrum than anything else. The Tradewinds cocktail is a Jamaican cocktail recipe from the 1970s. It can be made with lemon juice, cream of coconut syrup, apricot brandy, and 2 rums, 1 light and 1 dark. So that's why I renamed the cocktail, because we're using gin today and most of the other ingredients are actually gone as well. Okay, that's enough about that. Let's start with a 1/4 ounce of Orgeat, which I have here. 1/2 ounce of lime juice, 3/4 ounce of velvet Falernum, almost out of that. Lastly, Modern Tiki calls for Hendrick's gin in this cocktail, but I thought that this gin, the Tropical Expressions gin, would work really great in there, so we're doing 1.5 ounces of this gin. Let's get some ice in there and shake this up. Normally I do use like a clear glass so you guys can see what the actual cocktail looks like, but it's not a very impressive color, and I really wanted to use my La Fern Tiki mug that I got at Tiki Caliente while I was there. Strain this into the mug. More ice. Okay, let's get a Surfside Sip straw in there. Little reef stir stick. Little umbrella if you want. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. And I am gonna put a little lime wedge on there. There we go. That is the Gin on the Wind. Thank you to Matt at Iceman Can't Cook and Sparkle for gifting me this very interesting gin. I am really, really enjoying it. And I just wanted to say that I am truly a home bartender just like you guys are, and I'm happy that you both enjoy the content enough to gift me this amazing bottle. I'm always up for trying new things, and I'm so lucky to have great subscribers like the two of you. I have met a few of my subscribers, and I thank you so much for sharing your stories with me. That has been a really unexpected part of this channel, and I'm really enjoying that. Thank you as well for commenting with such kindness on my channel. I really appreciate all of you. Matt and Sparkle, I totally enjoy the banter that we go back and forth with on Instagram and on my comments, and I can't thank you enough for the gin. That's it for me today. I hope to see you next week right here at my home bar. You never know what can happen, so cheers and be well. Bye.